people write this, but it's like Steph gonna Steph. What does that mean? I don't know. I've read it. Okay, well, whatever that means, that's, I think that's what happened. All right? Did I ever say that right?
That was good.
Steph did a Steph? Is that what?
What's that?
Is that what Steph did a Steph, or
I
Steph
guess.
was a Steph?
I don't know. Just,
Whatever you like it to be, Archie.
See, what's one of the bow tie? I forgot.
the bow ties are, we are honoring Michael Goldberg, who has been the head of the Coaches Association for about the last 20 years. Wonderful man who passed away last week. And so all of the coaches around the league are wearing bow ties. I think tomorrow is the last day that we're doing it, but just to honor Michael, the work that he did, and the friendship and support he provided, and we want to pass along our condolences to his family as well.
Steve, not taking more three-pointers, I think, recently, certainly making more. Is it anything that's been done systemically, or is it just a matter of Steph feeling better with a shot, or just taking it?
I think it's just feeling comfortable with the lineups and feeling comfortable with KD. I think early in the season, Steph was really going out of his way to try to find KD, make him feel comfortable, get him shots, and I think he was almost worried that if he shot too much, maybe it would take away from Kevin, and I think that was part of the first half of the season for us as a staff too, was understanding those dynamics. Not necessarily what plays we're going to run, but what combinations that we would play, but also how guys react out on the floor. And I think what Steph has realized is he can just go be himself and let it fly. He doesn't have to worry about Kevin or Clay or anybody else. We feed off of Steph's energy and his shooting. And Kevin is so unselfish. He doesn't. I mean, he had 11 shots tonight. He went 9 for 11. He could be upset. Some guys in his position would be upset. I only got 11 shots. I made 9 of them. But he loves it when Steph is scoring and shooting, and so I think just the overall dynamics within the team have been established. In the first half of the season, we were probably figuring some of that stuff out.
Did you ever have the conversation with, does they shoot more, or is that just something he's figured out?
We talk all the time, and we did talk, I don't know, maybe a month ago or so about kind of what I just mentioned. Like, hey, just, when you're aggressive, the team loves it. You don't need to cater to anybody. You don't need to make anyone feel comfortable. Kevin loves it here. He loves playing the way we do. There are going to be games where Kevin gets 25 shots. There's going to be games where he gets 11. Beautiful thing about Kevin is that he genuinely does not care. He just wants to be part of something great, and I think he was cheering louder than anybody when Steph was going nuts tonight. And so I think just that fact has made Steph more comfortable. He understands now that he doesn't need to do anything other than just be himself.
Steve, you guys have won the Clippers now, and I'm wondering at what point, if at all, does a winning streak become a source of pride against another team?
I don't know. I mean, they're obviously a division rival, and there was a playoff series with them a couple of years ago, and so there's a natural feeling of we want to beat these guys. So the first order of business in this league is to take care of your division. If you can win your division, you're in pretty good shape. And so we've done well against them the last couple of years. We're well aware Chris Paul was not there tonight, and that changes everything. But we're just trying to keep going, win our division, and try to put ourselves in the best position possible going into the playoffs.
How much of your set up by your defense? I mean, you had some really incredible plays, particularly Draymond's block on
Right.
Blake and Dunk at the other end.
Yeah, I thought Draymond was tremendous tonight. I mean, his numbers aren't gonna wow anybody, but, you know, he's plus 34. His defense was phenomenal, and I thought that block that he had on Blake in the first half was one of the key plays of the game, just to fuel us, and I think it led to his own dunk at the other end, and that really got the crowd, and that's kind of when we broke the game open. Draymond is phenomenal defensively every single night. That's what makes him special. He doesn't, you know, pick and choose. Doesn't matter if it's 4th and 5 nights. What he brings defensively is just amazing.
You guys had back-to-back games. Was there even a thought of sitting Steph and having him maybe sit out for one of these 2 games if he was even questionable in terms of his injury?
Well, I talked to the training staff before the game, and they assured me that he was fine, and he obviously was fine. So yeah, we'll see how everybody pulls up tomorrow in Portland in terms of, you know, bumps and bruises, but you know, it's a fine line between, you know, taking a rest and losing your rhythm, and I think Steph's in a good groove right now, and I think he wants to keep going. And so we'll take it game by game and just keep going.
Yeah, Steve, on basketball, before the game, they asked you about Trump, and as a guy who's lived everywhere, particularly in the Middle East, are you cognizant that this was like Chinese night when they have these various international nights? You particularly because of your travels and worldwide associations, these things mean a little more to you. I just wondered.
In terms of the celebrating Chinese New Year. Yeah, I mean, I think one of the things I'm really proud of being part of the NBA is kind of the global dynamic we have with players from all over the world. We have fans all over the world. It really is a beautiful, inclusive game, and I think we all take a lot of pride in just the diversity of the NBA. I think Adam Silver does a fantastic job of not only talking about diversity and the globalization of the game, but really promoting it, and then walking the walk when things, you know, aren't looking very equitable. And, you know, just look at the All-Star game, the move from Charlotte to New Orleans. So at a time when we're looking at a world that is changing before our eyes, it's wonderful to be a part of the NBA and to be part of the diversity and to celebrate the many different backgrounds of every player and fan that we have.
Last one for Tim.
Steve, this is for maybe a more straight game that you've gone McCaw in that rotation over Ian Clark. Just what are you looking for with that, and do you think you're going to keep going with it?
Yeah, we you know, we're really trying to help Patrick along. He and Ian have both played very well this year. Ian has been great. He earned his minutes, you know, early in the season. He outplayed Patrick. And, I think now is just a time where we're trying to get Patrick going. He's been good. There's going to be matchups down the road where it might be Ian, it might be Patrick, based on size, based on whatever we're seeing, and we want both of them to be ready. So it's a good time to really try to groom Pat, and Ian knows that. He's a pro. He's handling that really well, and we want to be able to count on both of them, and we're going to need to.
Great, thank you, Steph.
Thanks.